What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Jebaiters podcast. I am your host, Ray. And joining me today is going to be also my boy Christian, who you have seen in the past 6 episodes.
Hey,
We also got Sebastian, we got Michael, and G. But this
Here.
time, we did it a little different. We have somebody that, was supposed to be in the last podcast, didn't show up, and
I
the
think
one
he was
before
supposed to be in the one
that,
before that too. Yeah.
but didn't show up. But you know what? After some convincing, we finally got him, boys. We got Kyle from the fucking Nile here today with us.
Hey.
That's right. You heard
There
right.
you
We have a
go, man.
celebrity, a real celebrity in
What
the
up,
house.
boys? What up?
Man, it's just so happy to finally have Kyle after all this time. Funny
It's
story. Last fucking podcast,
good to
I
be here.
texted Kyle. I told him, I was like, hey, man, can you make the podcast? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever, cool. And I was like, all right, cool, bet. Kyle then says that he's got interviews to do, which is understandable. I mean, the man's is a manager. I get it, work
Busy man, you
calls.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, he's a busy man. So we're like, all right, whatever, cool. And he never texted me back after that. Now, we then decided to do that podcast anyway, which is the one that y'all guys just saw, which is the fifth one. Maybe like a week ago. We finally did it anyway, like around 9 p.m., maybe 10. Sorry for that background noise, by the way. They're kind of working on my street. Nothing much I could do about that. So we get to doing the podcast around 9 p.m. or so. Kyle, for some fucking reason, never responds. We're like, okay, whatever. We finally go to Hookah Harem, which, best hookah spot in San Antonio if y'all haven't been there. If y'all have, maybe you might have seen us. We're really just there. We don't really talk to many
We're
people.
just there.
Yeah, we're just there. But anyway, so we then asked Kyle, and Kyle tells us that he was actually available past 7:30. We did the podcast at 9, Kyle. At 9.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I know I should have responded. I was a busy man and I was tired, baby. You know what I'm saying? Us guys get tired sometimes.
that
He's not wrong. You know.
that we understand
I'm not
completely.
wrong.
But anyway, besides that, so yeah, I mean, that's all we really got for that. But we do have Kyle finally with us, so that's always the best thing. Now, Kyle, our relationship, with Kyle goes from, like I said, man's works at Hookah Harem, who, like I've said before in the last podcast, the one before that, we've we love that place. We always go there. It's like every other day. We always see our boy Kyle there. We see our boys Yoon, Jordan, and everybody else that, unfortunately I can't think of their names, and I'm sorry that I can't. But yeah,
Felt good. Yeah, we
that's
love having you guys there, man.
Wait, did you not even say Yoon?
Oh, he
I
did.
did say Yoon.
No,
He
yeah,
did.
he said
Oh,
you.
I
He
was
said
about to
you.
get triggered.
How
That's
could
my
you
boy,
forget
you know what I'm
Yoon?
saying?
Like,
I don't know. That's why I got so triggered, dude. Yoon is a man. Shout out to Yoon, by the way.
shout out
Shout
to
out
Shut
to
up.
you.
the Hookah Master, bro.
The Hookah
So-
Master, aka Daddy. What?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
you know what? You're not wrong though. But anyway, so I think it's only appropriate that we start off this podcast by just mainly talking about hookah, because a lot of us smoke hookah here. And Kyle, once again, like I told you before the podcast, I do apologize. We're gonna have to have you talking about work, my boy. So
No, it's
Um,
all good, man.
yeah, so I don't know what kind of flavors you guys smoke that are listening to us. Any of y'all that might be coming from Kyle, that are watching us. And if y'all have any good suggestions down below, we'll send them to Kyle and we'll let him know. That way he can judge them, because he's probably smoked a lot of the flavors that y'all are gonna recommend us anyway. But I know one of our favorite flavors is double apple mint. We've done it in several different ways. We've done it dark shisha. We've done it. I don't know how the fuck they've been doing it now, but
I think it's just dark shisha because that's what Alex always gets whenever he goes.
I know
Yeah,
it's
it's
dark
different
shisha.
varieties. There's dark shisha. There's unwashed tobacco as well. There's washed tobacco. So it's all honestly preference on what you want to get with the double apple.
I don't know how the hell they get it, but honestly, how it's been doing recently is actually pretty good. But the only problem is I'm kind of a baby lung for some reason. I don't know why, but I just am. I can't smoke the hard shit, man. It's annoying. So like, like you know what? We'll start just going off the list. We'll leave Kyle last because Kyle obviously he's got pretty much like probably a long list of flavors that he likes. So we'll save the best for last. But everybody, y'all could just like go ahead and just mention off y'all's favorite hookah flavors and stuff like that.
I
Um,
prefer crack. I like
yeah,
crack.
that's
That's a
my
pretty good
personal
flavor.
favorite. I was gonna say I like the what was it called? The white girl. It's like a coffee flavor.
White
Like
girl coffee.
it sounds
Oh
super
yeah,
basic.
White girl coffee. Yup.
That white girl coffee though, I love it.
I'm not gonna. That's a
I
good
I
flavor.
am a white girl at heart.
Flavor. It's a new blend, so
That's
it's
yeah, it's an
it's good.
original. That's a
I am
house
so
blend right
sorry,
there.
but my controller fell and the batteries had fell out. So
Wait, did you
that's
at least pick up what we were saying?
no, unfortunately I did not. So like whatever y'all said, like the last like 10 seconds, I did not pick up. I'm so sorry.
Oh my. Well, I was saying I like the white girl because I'm a white girl at heart. It's a
Hmm.
coffee flavor. What it's like? What else is in it?
It's
It's
a
like
white girl coffee with a little bit of French vanilla in there,
oh
along with
my
some rich cream.
damn, dude. You're speaking my language right now.
Hey,
Let's throw in
it's some good
some
stuff.
pumpkin
It's some good
spice in there.
stuff.
Mm. Mm. All right, G, you said you like the Tatiana,
Yeah.
and that's like their like original house blend, right? Like I think Yoon made that.
Yeah, you definitely made it for sure. It was it's a weaker coffee to be completely honest. It's a coffee if you just want to relax, smoke off of it. It's a smoother kind of coffee taste flavor like. So it's not nothing too harsh, nothing too strong.
I think they're
Yeah.
talking about Tatiana.
Oh, were you talking about Tatiana?
Yeah, I was talking about the
Yeah.
Tatiana.
Yeah,
Tatiana is
Tatiana, it's a new flavor as well. It has a white gummy barrel with the Pirate's Cave and some unicorn in there.
Ooh.
yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
saying that that's a specialty.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
we had a customer walk in one day. Her name is Bronte. Really sweet girl. She usually comes in with a lot of other regulars and stuff like that. And one day she was like, "Hey, let's try these flavors combined in one," because she always smokes unicorn, and unicorn's like a kind of like a bubblegum flavor, but with a little bit of mint with some blueberry in there. So we were like, "Oh, like let's try it." And it may or may not be good, so we tried it, and it turned out to be super good. And we were like, because it's so good, y'all get to name it. So they decided to name it Tatiana.
Oh. Okay.
Damn,
Like,
Interesting.
we
yeah,
should like make our own flavor and just name it the Michael.
The
the
Michael.
Michael, yeah,
Honestly,
that
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 would
can
be
totally
nice.
happen. Heck yeah, y'all just have to be creative with it.
But unfortunately, we're not very creative, so sorry about that.
Not a creative bone in my body.
But it just so happens the flavor that y'all smoke, double apple mint, is
Mhm.
my personal favorite flavor. When it comes down to like double apple mint, me and Sayun, that's our favorite flavor. So we
Oh, that
like
echo.
make it super good. Who's echoing? That's an echo. That's annoying.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
Oh,
my
it's
bad, my
Ray.
bad, my bad. Hold on, let me fix. All right, sorry for the fucking problems that are happening recently. Jesus Christ,
Get it together.
not what I was expecting to happen. Sorry.
Ray, it's okay. We love you. We love you.
Luckily for me, like luckily the echo isn't gonna affect the podcast. It's just going on to y'all. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's our favorite flavor. We really like it, and I've been in the hookah industry for about 7 years, so that's what I've been pretty much doing. Is making a lot of bowls, making a lot of favorite flavors for different types of people, and everyone has their own personal preference. But whenever it comes down to me smoking, I like a lot of harshness inside my shisha flavors. So I smoke mainly Tangiers, some a little bit trifecta flavors as well. But Tangiers is the highest in nicotine level that we have at Hookah Harem, so that's why I smoke it so much. And then we also, of course, have Doka, but Doka costs a little bit extra for the experienced smokers.
Yeah.
yeah, we know about Doka. Alex ordered that shit. Like I forgot how many shots of Doka he ordered. I think it's like 3 for the double apple
Sorry.
mint. Yeah,
hmm
and like it's nice at
It's
first,
good.
but I feel like for me eventually it kind of burns. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or what, but it feels like it just like it's just charcoal. I feel.
Yeah, it just dies out. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It honestly depends on who makes your bowl as well, because whenever it comes down to the shisha chefs and everything like that. It takes some experience to make the hookah session last as long as possible with efficient smoke and the consistency to last super, super long as well. So that's why when we tell you guys me or Yoon will make it, it's because we know the proper way to make a bowl. And not only that, but we do a lot of things differently than regular shisha lounges as well. That's why we just got rated #1 in San Antonio and #1 in Texas. So we've gotten a lot of awards from the team, experiencing and the team's success and everything like that. So that's why we tell you guys, me and Yoon will make the bowl because we just have a little bit more experience than everyone else. But everyone else still a really, really great team.
Yeah.
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 And that's why I've said in the past podcasts, like anybody listening, if you have not been to Hookah Harem, you need to fucking go. Like, why are you not going? Like, you heard it
Yeah,
here
what's wrong
first.
with
They
you?
got #1 in San
Reevaluate your
Antonio,
life, guy.
#1 in Texas. Like, it's a
Bang,
small
bang.
business too. It's not like it's like a chain, where like you'll see a Hookah Harem, Dallas, Austin. It's in San Antonio, yes, for sure, but they beat everyone else. Like, come on, dude. They're the greatest, honestly. Like, there's no better place you can go than Hookah Harem. I by far will stand by that. Everybody needs to go. If you're ever in the San Antonio area, just go. Just
Let them know. Let them know the Michaels sent you.
let them know.
It might be
let 'em know, yeah.
confusing because we are the Jebaiters, but there they know us as the Michaels.
Yes.
And know what? Actually, that's kind of a. We should probably get into that story. I wasn't there for that one. If Ray, tell that story.
Okay. But before I get onto that story though, but like I was saying, but if you do go, if you see Kyle from the Nile, there, say hi. If you see Yoon, Jordan, any of them, just tell them hi. Tell them that Michael sent you, and they will treat you like family. I mean, they're gonna treat you
We
like
really
family
will. We really will.
regardless. Regardless if you're if you're with us or not, they're gonna treat you like family regardless. But if they find out that we sent you, you're gonna have such a good time. Just saying that. Free promotion, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Not sponsored, but
They're our
we
first
just really
sponsor.
like them.
not sponsored, but I will die for that company. Anyway.
What about a blueberry strawberry with mint? How does
Are
that
you,
sound?
All of
are
a
you
sudden.
testing
Strawberry with
new
mint?
flavors in the middle of the podcast?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like blueberry strawberry with mint. I was just thinking
So
about
if
that.
you want like a
'Cause
blueberry strawberry type of aspect, we actually do have a blue strawberry by Trifecta, and we can definitely add some mint in there. And I promise you that flavor alone will be super super good because I love blue strawberry.
nice, we can name him Michael. Yes.
So if you're gonna create a flavor, you have to actually mix it kind of yourself and try it. And if y'all guys like it enough, y'all will put it on the menu and then name it like that.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it works, honestly. Whenever it comes down to making or creating a new flavor, like I said, we leave it up to the team. We have our noses do the work basically, so we smell what's gonna be good. Um, we kind of sort of get the aspect of what's good, what's not good, what goes good with this type of thing. But if we ever want to experiment, like the other day, I was experimenting with what was it? I was experimenting with the Cactus Blast and the Unicorn. So what I did basically was I put some Unicorn in there with some Rogue, which is a Starbuzz Serpent flavor, and then I also put some Cactus Blast in there, and that was honestly the blend. It blended in super super well,
What the
and
fuck
it was
is
super
that?
citrusy and a fruity with a little bit of mint on there as well. So it was super super good, and the hookah session lasted super super long as well.
What's that cactus blast? That got me kind of interested.
Cactus Blast is kind of like a mango, kind of like a orange kind of combined aspect to the flavor. It's really really sweet, honestly. It's really really sweet. Has a really good undertone of orange in the background, so I love Cactus Blast.
That sounds pretty good.
Dude, I'm gonna start trying new shit every time we go to the hookah bar.
Yeah,
Heck
I'm
yeah,
always
man.
down for
Yeah.
new stuff.
Once y'all start like experimenting a little bit with the different flavors, y'all are gonna find flavors that y'all have never heard of, but y'all are absolutely gonna love them. I promise you.
Yeah, like I'm the only one that tries to experiment. Everybody else is just like wants to do the same thing.
Well, it's mainly
Yeah.
Alex. Alex just wants to get us double
Alex
up, man.
always wants double apple. That's his thing. He says,
Yeah, I mean,
"Give
I
me
really
that
can't argue with
charcoal."
that because I love double apple myself. I don't smoke it all the time. Whenever I do, whenever I'm off and I go smoke. However, double apple, I will definitely smoke it pretty often.
What do you smoke, Kyle?
Whenever it comes down to me, I like smoking. Like if I were off and I were to go to Hookah Harem, I smoke Tangiers flavors like mandarin orange. I smoke unicorn by Azure. I smoke Cactus Blast. That's another Azure flavor. What else? What else?
What's
Cashmere.
your
I love
specialty?
cashmere. My specialty, you said?
Yeah,
My specialty, like smoking, or my specialty on what I can make the
like
best?
what you can make the best.
My specialty is double apple. Like if anyone orders a double apple bowl and I make it, I promise you it'll be the best double apple bowl you've ever had in your life.
Will it be
Best
packed
I
correctly though?
It will be
No,
packed correctly. Yes,
because
yes, sir,
somebody
absolutely.
messed
Uh-huh.
up my hookah last
Uh-huh.
time. Mm.
So
Hey, sometimes we all have to make a mistake here or there, but we learn. We live
Yeah,
and
so
learn from
nobody's
it.
perfect,
pretty much,
Michael.
long story short for the viewers,
I know they all
one
can't
day
be
we
like
went
me.
to we one day we went to Hookah Harem, and obviously we have our boy Kyle, like, fixing us a bowl, whatever. And we don't think much of it. We're smoking it, whatever. I don't, but it just wasn't. I guess it wasn't smoking as good or whatever. So I don't remember who we had told, but we had told somebody about it not smoking as well. Then they checked the bowl, and apparently it was underpacked. Um, and we're like, oh, okay. And we're like, who made the bowl? And they're like, oh, Kyle was. And we're like, ah, okay. Can you like bring Kyle over here real quick? We just want to talk to him. Just a little talk, just talk to him real quick. Kyle comes by and he gives us a really heartfelt apology, and we're like, yeah, that's not gonna cut it, man. Sorry, you underpacked your bowl.
Yeah, but to add on to
Yeah,
Ray's story, like usual, they fixed the problem.
Yeah, like
Like
of
usual, they
always, they
fixed the
course.
always
problem.
do.
Like nothing, they didn't no charge, no nothing, nothing at all. They just fixed it right away and got back to it. So another reason to go to
Yeah,
Hookah
and
Harem. It's great.
that's how we usually do it. If there's even like a small little issue or something like that, obviously if there's an issue period, it's gonna be our fault. That's how we go into it, and we want to help you guys out too. So we'll fix the problem completely free of charge because we want to make sure that you guys are in a comfortable environment, and it's a very, very family oriented environment as well. So we just want to make sure you guys are super, super comfortable where you guys are at.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
pretty
of
sure I can
course, of
speak for a
course.
lot of people. Like, I'm not the most social person in the world. Like if you saw me out in public, I'm not gonna talk to a lot of people. Mainly just people I know. But I really won't talk to many people. But dude, if I go to Hookah Harem, like although I don't talk to everybody there, but it's like if I see some of the regulars, I wouldn't mind just saying a simple, "Hey, what's up?" Like it's just like that. It's like it's the only place I feel like I can go. Or if I see someone else, I'm like, they seem like they'd be pretty cool. Like I'll talk to them. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I never do it just because obviously it's kind of weird if I just go up to random people like hi, like. But other than that, but going back on topic as to what we were talking about with Michael. I forgot what you were asking Kyle, but
He definitely asked me about
oh yeah,
the
like what
the
you can do the
best bowl that I
best.
can make.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's definitely got to be double apple for sure. Um, Whenever it comes out in double apple mint, like I said, I've been doing this a very, very long time, and going from a shisha lounge to where I was managing out as well, and I thought I knew all the ins and outs, and I thought I knew everything about hookah, and then I go to Hookah Harem, and it just broaden your horizon type of thing, and it really opened my eyes onto new experiences and stuff that I never even knew before. So it was definitely a learning curve, but I got really, really good, and for the past like 3 to 4, maybe even 6 months that I was working there, I was working super, super hard to try to get in that manager position because it takes a lot to even be a manager at Hookah Harem. I'm not even gonna lie, it really does. It takes a lot of hard work, time, and effort, and it takes a lot of trust. So at the end of the day, you have to trust in yourself that you know what you're doing, and trust in your team, and your team has to have faith and trust in you as well. So as long as you're putting in the hard work and going above and beyond not only for yourself but for other people as well, it comes a long way. So whenever I got the manager position at Hookah Harem, it really helped me grow a lot, and learn a lot more about hookahs, not only at Hookah Harem but even outside of work as well. It taught me a lot and helped me grow as a better person in general. So that was a huge moment for me as well, and just being a part of the family, awesome. Like I said, I mean, like Ray said plenty of times, it's a very, very family oriented place, and honestly, like you walk in there and you'll feel right at home. Like you can talk to anybody, and it's awesome because whenever you look around, you see a huge diverse in the groups. It's a huge diverse group in there. It's from anime watchers to R&B listeners, to people who.
hentai.
Bro,
Yeah, exactly. Like
Of
this
course, of
this
course.
this there's a lot of like different things that when you walk in there, you're like, you would never see yourself talking to these people, but when you talk to them, you're like, wow, like these are awesome, character traits, awesome environment, stuff like that. So it's a really, really good and fun place, honest.
Yep,
Yeah, I think
it's
my
awesome.
favorite time like there I think was when we got our own hookah tower, which is actually probably gonna be the thumbnail for this video because I feel it's only appropriate. But when we got our own hookah tower, we okay. So the first time we got a hookah tower, it was me, Michael.
Sucked.
Um, yeah, it sucked. I mean, I don't even think it was I don't think it was the tower's fault. I think we
It
just
was a
didn't know
little
what the
baby
fuck we
tower
were
with the
doing.
ball at the bottom.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
But okay, so we got our own first tower, right, Kyle, and the viewers.
Yeah.
It was just like it was a tiny one, and we had it for a little bit. This is when we were going, to, and then we would but then obviously we went over there to Hookah Harem, like
no, no, no. Ray, you gotta bleep that out now.
Oh yeah, true.
We
my
can't
bad.
give them free sponsorship. Hell no.
Yeah, sorry.
Where we went to
I'll
that
bleep
other
it out.
place.
That other place. There you go. I'll bleep it out. That way, no, they won't know. No. So anyway, we had got the hookah tower from I think just a smoke shop, and they just sold us a tower, and we didn't really know what to do. We didn't know what flavors to smoke. We were just like, okay. We set it up like once or twice, and then all of a sudden, Dimitri took it to a party, and we had not seen it since. And so what happens is, eventually later on, we're talking about getting another hookah tower, but an actual good one. So one day when we're at Hookah Harem,
And not letting Dimitri borrow it.
and not letting Dimitri borrow it. So we're at Hookah Harem, and we find out that they actually sell like hookah towers as well. They have like a little display place where you can ask questions or whatever. So we told Yoon that we wanted to buy one, that we're interested, and he literally told us to wait
Oh, Ray,
after.
hold on. Can I say something?
Go for it.
Okay, just to add on to your story, the we only bought the hookah tower, hookah shisha, and coals for like $170 there at the smoke shop. That's what I wanted to add, just to let people know. So
Yeah.
then when we tell them how much it was over here,
And
they
what we
know that
got.
this is a better deal. Yeah, and what we
Yeah.
got too.
So
Yeah.
we go, we tell Yoon that we're interested in buying the tower, and Yoon was really cool about it. He even told us, he's like, yeah, we'll sell you the tower and everything, and you know what? If you want to stay till like after we close, I can, walk you through the process of setting it up and how to fix your bowls and whatever not. And we were like, yeah, we'll stay, definitely. So I think it was around 2 o'clock. I think that's the time they closed. I don't remember what day it was, but we stayed till after 2, and we were literally just there. And Yoon literally like told us about the hookah. He recommended us one, and then he literally took us to the back, and he was showing us like how to prepare the hookah tower, like how to put it together, where the pieces go, how to even form the bowls. Like usually places like they don't really show you like as much as detail as Yoon did. A lot of places that you'll go buy a hookah tower at, they'll just show you the pieces. Here you go, good to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you ask them like, oh, how do you do it? They'll tell you, but they really wouldn't show you. They wouldn't take the time like Yoon did, to actually show us step by step. He even gave us practice tries. Like he gave us, like he packed the bowl for us, and then he obviously like just showed us, and then I forgot who he let pack the bowl, but then whatever he had used, he threw in for free. So that would be our first bowl that we would pack with the new hookah that we bought. He threw that in, and then we were like, oh, sweet, cool, like that's badass. And then he started showing us more. He even gave us practice on how to like poke the holes around the foil and everything. And then, we were already buying so much. I think total it was like 150, about 140. And we got obviously some shisha, we got the tower, we got the hoses, the bowl. And then all of a sudden Yoon tells us, he's like, does anybody have like those like the like those old like stoves, the ones that have the coils?
Bunsen burners.
Yeah, those. He asked us if we had any of that, and we were like, nah, I have an electric one, but obviously that's not gonna fucking work for hookah. So or for the coals especially. And then he was like, and he literally goes to the back and he finds one that they were pretty much gonna throw out, but it still works. And he's just like, here, you know what, on the house. And we're like, dude, like we feel bad because you're giving us so fucking much, but it's just like thank you.
They give us songs for free too.
Yeah, tongs for free too. It's just like Jesus. I don't want to sound like a broken record to everyone, but goddamn, such a great place. Like can't deny it. The
Yeah.
environment's great. It's just everyone's great there.
We gotta
Oh, yeah.
upgrade our shit next time we go. I forgot.
Honestly, yeah.
You know, I don't know why. I just remembered. You were supposed to tell the story about how y'all became the Michaels
Oh
at the
yeah.
hookah.
I honestly don't remember what had happened. The only thing I know is the fact because
Ray, tell the story.
Alright, tell the story.
Okay. I know at Hookah Harem they have this little loyalty program thing that they have there. So like if you give them a name, you know, they pretty much keep track of your like times there, and after I think it's like what 10, you get a free session. So when we first started going the first like 5 times or so, we didn't know about this.
Oh,
It wasn't
shit,
until
Ray.
they found what?
We should go to the hookah bar soon because it's Alex's birthday soon. And you know how they give that little yeah.
You're right. We should. But anyway, like I was saying. So we decided to go under Michael's name. Now I don't remember how the fuck we became the Michaels.
Oh
I,
my.
wasn't it the gyms thing?
No,
Oh,
wasn't
no,
it?
that's
No,
a different
There was
story.
that
Jim's thing was 'cause
that
you were
one
called
server
Chris.
who was like, "I'll be your server. What's your name?" And Michael's like, "Oh, I'm Michael." And then Ray, you're like, "Oh, I'm also Michael." And that guy's Michael. And that guy's Michael. We're all Michael. Wasn't that it?
I
Yeah,
forget.
yeah. I think that was it. To be honest.
You're ugly. What the fuck?
You see, Sebastian, you could be a Michael, but like you're too much of a bitch to
Nah,
play with
you
us.
can't be a Michael.
So like I would love you to
Whatever,
go
Ray.
with us, but you know, you just never want to go. Like what's wrong
That's
with
Ray speaking, not me.
There's nothing wrong with hookah.
like what? You're afraid that if you walk in, you're gonna get arrested or what?
No. Why would I say that?
You're gonna be like,
No.
"Oh,
I
sorry,
never
sir,
said anything
hookah's
bad about it.
illegal."
It's just too tired,
He
man.
said
Y'all go like
anyone that
late
smokes
anyway.
hookah is a bad person. That's exactly what Seabass said.
I never said
Damn.
anything like that.
Is he wrong though? A little bit.
A
Yeah.
little bit. That would be completely wrong. I say one thing, y'all just attack me. Damn it, Ray. This is attack on Seabass again. What the fuck?
Look, man, it's not my fault.
Why are you guys
do it
so
to
mean to
yourself.
Seabass?
I don't do it to myself. Y'all just bring it up. No reason
No,
at
you
all.
do it to yourself, Seabass.
I never said shit about it.
You did it to yourself.
About
The
what?
fact you don't want to go to hookah with us. Like why? Like why not?
Y'all go so fucking late.
Like you know,
I'm
you
like,
weren't
dude.
even, dude. You never even got to see the experiences, bro. Like we go to hookah and then chachos, hookah chachos, hookah chachos. It's like
Dang, y'all even go to Chacho's? I don't even get an invite. That's savage,
you're
man.
working.
You're working. I was gonna say, I think
That's
you're working,
savage,
bro.
man,
I don't even go
honestly.
here.
Dude,
But
Kyle, when we
we
first
never
started going to
invited
the
him.
hookah, you weren't manager yet, were you?
No, I was not manager yet. No, sir.
Yeah, I remember. You used to, well, you still do work hard, but your manager position is well deserved. Like, you
Thank
honestly
you,
do
brother.
deserve that spot. No problem,
Thank
man.
you. Yeah, and like whenever it comes down to it, I have a lot of customers even come up to me and tell me like, "Wow, like whenever you're off the clock, it's just different, different environment." And not to knock on my teammates, but I just want to say that whenever it comes down to it, whenever I'm on the clock, and because my teammates, my employees, I'm the one training them, so whenever I'm not on the clock or I don't show up to work because I'm off, it's definitely crazy to see that even though my eyes aren't on them to still train them and guide them, my loyal customers, my regulars and stuff like that will still come to me and talk to me about, hey, like you need to work on this with them, and they're that comfortable with me to just let me know like, hey, like, you're doing awesome as a manager, but just work on this a little bit with them so they can get better and improve in that particular area. So I really, really love how comfortable everyone is with me enough to talk to me about the business and then also be really, really cool as in friendship type of thing as well.
Yeah.
Badass, dude.
yeah.
That's how we are with you. Yuna's came up to us a couple of times and been like, "Oh, how's everything going? Like, does anyone need to work on anything?" We're just like,
they
"Yeah,
always-
we don't.
Should
we
we
don't
fire
really
Kyle
want
or is he still cool? And we're like, no, he's still cool.
I told
For
him we need to
now.
fire you, but I guess.
Hell, I told Yoon that we need to fire Yoon. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I I told Pops he needs to fire you. Oh no!
Oh man.
Shout out Pops though. Pops
Yeah,
cool
that's the
people.
Shouts
pops.
pops.
Shouts to
Pops and
Pops.
moms, cool people right there.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Just a little thing we do in the podcast. Whenever you mention somebody's name, we all gotta shout him out.
Ooh,
I
gotta shout
forgot
'em out.
forgot to
Oh,
say it earlier. I know you
shout out
had
mom and pops. Shout out mom and pops.
yeah. So I know you had said someone's name earlier when you had just started talking, but I completely forgot about it at that time.
I can't believe you,
Uh-huh.
Ray.
I'm sorry.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe
Sebastian,
you've
you
done this.
shut the fuck up, bro. Like Jesus
The
Christ.
fuck?
Yeah, shut the
Bro,
fuck up, Sebastian.
you're so
This is-
sensitive. I
mean
say
to
one
him.
thing
This is
to
gonna
you,
be
you can't
another
take it.
another
I-
highlight that you post. You're like, Sebastian, shut the fuck up. Everyone,
We're gonna make a
why are you so
montage
mean to
of me
him?
getting shit posted, honestly.
Oh god. But yeah,
You get
I mean,
it,
it's a pretty interesting
girlfriend?
workplace that you guys got.
Shut
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
up,
It
Michael.
is.
Cause like it's pretty chill. It's like you're working a service job, but even then, it's mostly like kind of hanging out, making sure everyone's comfortable, relaxed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
like,
I
you
think
know,
it's just pretty cool.
That's the one thing I've always thought about too, is because like with especially like there, all of y'all seem so like chilled out, like y'all ain't working like, but I know deep down like you guys are really fucking working y'all's asses off, like just making sure everybody's happy, everybody's taken care of. Like I've seen y'all I mean I'm pretty sure everybody's seen y'all just running back and forth, just making sure that everybody's taken care of, everything's good, and as soon as like you hear somebody say something like, oh, my hookah's not hitting right, y'all make it a point to immediately go check on it and just like,
Close in
Yeah.
5 minutes.
yeah, like
Yep.
like although sometimes I feel like some customers may see y'all and they're like, man, it just be so chill to work here. I think deep down we know, a lot of people should know at least, like you guys, it's more than just y'all chilling. It's like y'all guys are
Of
doing
course.
so much,
Of
like
course.
just to
And
make sure the
it's
customers happy.
it's super funny because whenever I was doing interviews the other day, there's a lot of people, that just come up and like, hey, like, I want to work here. It seems like a pretty chill job, pretty easy type of thing. And let me
Mhm.
tell you,
And you're
only
like,
the
oh,
strong survive at Hookah Harem. Honestly, you have to have a really, really great work ethic. You have to have a strong mindset because at the end of the day, me and you, like, it takes a lot for us to train people because we have to have a lot of patience sometimes too. So me and you have a lot of patience. At the end of the day too, we really value whenever it comes down to criticism. We give constructive criticism, and you have to know how to take it. And not take it personally because at the end of the day, we're still a team, we're still a family, and we're not there to attack anybody. But at the end of the day, we want to take the hookah aspect to help you grow at work and work on your work ethic, but also outside of work as well, and just better yourself as a human being. So it takes a lot, and honestly, like if you guys remember how I was, the type of personality I was when I first started at Hookah Harem, it's I was not the same guy that I am now, type of thing. So it's really, really different, and I get a lot of compliments coming from a lot of the people I work with, from the customers, the regulars, stuff like that, telling me like, Kyle, like this place has really changed you for the better, and it's helped you grow, and it really does. Being around a strong mindset of a strong group of mindsets, and just realizing the things that you need to work on and stuff like that, it really makes you an overall better person, and that's what I really, really enjoy about that place as well. Because at the end of the day, like I had this conversation with one of my regulars the other day, um, he was kind of like down on himself and stuff like that because he made a mistake. And whenever it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. At the end of the day, we all screw up. But nobody in this world has the right to judge you for it because at the end of the day, each and every one of us make mistakes in our lives. So when it comes down to that, yeah, we screw up, we make mistakes, but we got to keep on going. We got to grow from it and learn, and just excel from the flaws that life throws at us.
yeah, of course.
Exactly.
See, I like that. I like that mentality. That we're constantly growing. We're constantly trying to improve ourselves. We're just trying to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's crazy how some people just don't understand that for other people either.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. It's crazy how this world judges people so much. Especially online and social media. People are so quick to bash other people for the things that they do, but at the end of the day, behind closed doors, they've made probably worse decisions than that. And I'm
Yeah.
not knocking anybody for the mistakes they make, but I am gonna knock you for judging other people for their mistakes and not acknowledging that you've made mistakes as well, because that's just not right at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think that's the one. I mean, because I know when we first started going, like I felt like that was the thing with Kyle. Like I mean, Kyle was always everywhere. Like we talked about. Like he's. I feel like he was very like just back and forth with everybody, trying to talk. I mean, he would still talk with you and everything, but he's just very like back and forth with everybody, trying to help everyone, make sure everybody's good, whatever. But now I've noticed, like that, like we've said, the hard work has paid off. Now you're a manager, which obviously we are proud of you for doing and everything. And
Thank you, thank you.
and it's just like we've noticed it because now you're, I guess, now used to being sure that you're able to check on everybody, but at the same time you're also able to now give more attention to your customers. I don't know if like it's been like that like forever. Maybe I just seen this, and
No, you
maybe I
you
just
hit it
started
right
noticing
on.
it, like because I
Yeah,
noticed that
you
now you're able to like you're able to like now talk with your customers a little more, but still be on top of your shit, which is obviously the best thing that I've noticed about you. That's why we always go back, especially to Hookah Harem, because not only you can do that, but Yoon can do that as well. And it's
yeah.
just that's what keeps y'all like it's badass, honestly, to see. But
Yeah.
before we continue on, though, Michael wanted to call me out about something. He messaged me on Xbox, and what was it that Michael you wanted to call me out on?
Sorry, I'm asleep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're a bitch.
Coming from the bitch himself. Get it,
Ooh.
girlfriend. Shut the fuck up, kid. Yeah.
Go
Oh,
Well,
for
I
oh,
was gonna
damn.
say, shut up, Seabass. I was gonna say that when we first started going to Hookah Harem, that Ray didn't like Yoon.
Oh,
Ray?
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's not that I
Cause
didn't like
Ray.
Yoon. All right, so keep in mind. Okay, so the other place, right? We were going there a lot.
The other
But the
place.
other
Dun dun
place,
dun.
I mean, I'm gonna bleep when I said it earlier, but or I'll just
Yeah.
cut it out or whatever. But the
The other
other
place we
place
don't like.
that we went to, that we were just like, so we go to Hookah Harem, which is obviously, like I said before, it's very upbeat, very chill, very cool, whatever. So first time we go, we meet Yoon. Yoon is our server.
The sexy boy Yoon.
Yoon was so energetic and just so like, hey, how you doing? Just so like, like I guess charismatic. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it just like caught me off guard. So at first when I go, I'm like, after we go and everything, I told like Michael and everybody, I was like, that guy Yoon, man, it's kind of weird. Like it's like he's very uppity. It's just I don't know, man. It's weird to me. Like what the hell? Now, obviously, that's at first. Now, Yoon is the fucking man. I love Yoon so much. Like,
Yeah, because you gotta understand, our group is full of like, I wouldn't say depressed, more like we're not really
We're
upbeat type
really
people.
low
We're not like,
energy.
let's go run in the flower field and talk about our feelings. Like that's not us. We're
Yeah, like
the
we're really
complete
low
opposite.
energy.
Well, we have Carlo in our group, but
yeah, so, like, it's not that
that's
I
that
didn't.
guy's just a different story.
Yeah,
Shut
like,
up,
it's not that
Carlo.
I
Shout out to
didn't. Yeah,
Carlo.
shout out to Carlo.
I know, Carlo.
Shouts Carla.
I hate Carlo. Shout out Carlo.
I
So,
think
like,
we
it's
all
not
do.
that I didn't like Yoon. I think it was just a different, like, it was
Vibe.
just very different. Because it was just, like, from what I was used to over there at that hookah bar, and then now I'm coming to this one, and it just threw me off. So I was like, I don't know, man. It's kind of, like, I think it's kind of weird that he's just so energetic. But after a while, you really get used to it, and then you just get so happy now every time you see him because you're like, dude, I know it's about to be lit in here. I see Yoon running all over the place, and I'm like, hell yeah. Then you see Kyle running all over the place, you're like, hell yeah. Then you see somebody just flinging coals around, like, and it's like, fuck yeah, it's the good time today.
So Kyle, not to get like into y'all stuff, but have y'all thought about expanding?
Yes, we have thought about expanding. So, whenever it comes down to expanding, I'm not sure how much I can say, but I'm gonna keep it short with it, okay? So, when it comes down to expanding, we have thought about it. It's just right now, we want to make sure that the service remains super, super good, right? So, a lot of people, if you ever like notice or if you ever absorb anything, try to notice this next time you go into Hookah Harem. a lot of people say Kyle, Kyle, Kyle now, and originally it was, hey Yoon, where can you do this, or Yoon, 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 and now people are like, hey Kyle, hey Yoon, hey Kyle, hey Yoon, and that's why I'm sort of like training my employees right now to sort of step up their game a little bit, not always rely on me and Sayun, because at the end of the day, yeah, me and Sayun can handle it easily by ourselves. However, we want the employees to step up because we know how good they can be, We know how great they could be if they just put their mindset to it. And like I said, man, that I'd rather spend more time with the customers and really, really get to know that and build that customer connection because I do know how to do everything the proper way and I know how to be super, super quick about it. That's why I totally agree with what Ray was saying earlier because at the end of the day, like I have it down, like literally mentally down everything, the ins and outs, and whenever it comes down to expanding, we just want to make sure that the service is super, super good and the employees are all pretty much on mine and Sayun's level. So whenever we do expand, either me or Sayun will run the other lounge, and uh, how I think it's gonna work is I'm gonna run the other lounge, right? The new expansion that we have, and Yoon's gonna be at Hookah Harem, and if the lounge that I'm running goes super, super good and smooth, um, I'm gonna be training them, and if I feel like they have what it takes to work at Hookah Harem, I'm gonna send them over at Hookah Harem and sort of just train. That's gonna be like a training type of lounge, and just really work on who they are as a person. At their work ethic, and then outside of work as well. Like I said, so it takes a lot, but right now when it comes down to expanding, I think we're gonna stay at Hookah Harem just for a little bit longer, but. It's definitely a thought for the future, definitely. So keep your eyes out, guys. Keep your eyes out.
All right.
Eyes
Okay.
open, fingers crossed.
Alright.
Hopefully, man.
That's gonna suck. You and you splitting up? Damn.
Yeah.
Like, which one are we gonna go to? Like,
Yeah. Jeez. We're gonna have
I
to
think
split
we'll
up our
just do
group
like,
now.
yeah, okay, we'll get one tower at
Yeah, who gets
Harem,
the kids
stay
in the
there for like an
divorce?
hour, and then another, and then like go to the other one, and
Hell
then
yeah.
stay there for an hour.
Oh
That'll
yeah.
be our hookah hangouts. But and that's funny because we were just joking about it the other day. Cause like, so you know how like that, like okay, so that little store next to you, not the barbershop one, but like the one next to you, that like no one's rented that one out, right? Yet at least.
No one's rented it out yet. No.
Okay, yeah. So we were joking around. We were saying that what we were gonna do is we're gonna make a what's it called? We're gonna make like our own hookah place. Joking around like, oh, we'll buy it and we'll just make our own little hookah spot. And what we'll do is we'll be like hookah something, but then we're gonna have like we're gonna be pretty much the downgraded of Hookah Harem. Like so, whenever customers want mediocre hookah, they're gonna come to us, and then when they're like, "What? This isn't of quality," we're gonna be like, "All right, then go next door. Like go." Like,
Hell yeah.
they have
I
better
wanted to say a
quality
joke.
We're gonna put ourselves out of business.
eventually.
Wait, hold on. Why don't you just like rent that out for podcasting? Hmm?
That's well, because we're not making any money out of it.
Well, I'm just saying.
No.
I don't know how long this is gonna take to like ramp up or not. But I mean, if when it does, it does.
Hey, I
Just
mean,
rent that
hopefully
out.
Kyle gets us those 5 million views.
That was
So I
5
mean,
Oh
million
yeah.
views.
5 milli, bro. 5 milli.
you know what? I can't wait for that.
All right.
Actually.
If you're here before we get 5 million views, just make sure you let us know, and we'll remember you. I'll keep you in our
Okay.
hearts.
All right.
Just write in
We'll
the
shout you
comments. We'll shout you out. Like you're one of the OGs. Oh,
Free of charge.
Yeah,
Heck
pretty
yeah.
much.
Girlfriend.
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 Oh my god.
Girlfriend.
Wait, okay. I don't know if Kyle knows that one.
Kyle doesn't know this one at all.
You know what, Sebastian? You tell Kyle the story.
Yeah, you
'cause-
tell Kyle.
I don't.
I mean,
like,
we've
I barely
already
know
told
Kyle,
it on the
but whatever.
podcast.
I got it.
Literally the last one, but it's such a good story.
I don't get how it's a good story, but whatever. So this was back. I don't even know. I gotta find it. Hold on. So I this was back like I think like a year after we got out of high school, if I'm not mistaken. So okay, there we go. I found it. No, it happened in 2017. So,
Oh, so you
but like,
found it.
yeah,
So
I
you
found
still
it.
have
Real
it.
quick. Yeah, it's in the DMs.
You
Yeah.
need to message her back, by the way.
No, I don't.
Well, let him finish the story first.
Okay, stop antagonizing me. Fuck. Um. So Kyle, this is what happened. Damn, I'm at
Mhm.
5%. So there's this girl. She was on my timeline. She posted like 2 pics of her. She was really cute. I was like, and her caption was, "Who's trying to catch this love?" And I was like, I'll just be funny with it because I play soccer. I'm a goalkeeper, and I literally sent a GIF or GIF, whatever you want to say it, as or pronounce it as, and I sent it as a goalkeeper, like catching a ball. I was like, I mean, I am a goalkeeper. She liked it, whatever or not. I was like, cool. So a few months go by, and she changed her not her username, not her app, and it was the baddest witch. I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty cool and funny. I can make something out of this. So I was like, I'll just, like hit her up in the DM, see what happens. So, and she's not even in Texas at all. She's like in Cali or something like that. So, yeah, I said, so I'm using the username too, by the way. So I said, so you're the baddest witch, but I'm the friendly ghost. Won't you be my ghoul friend? I don't know why I sent that, but I thought it was the best thing I can come up with, to be honest.
Yeah, it's honestly
Oh
not
my
that
god.
bad, but the best
And she
part
left
is
you on red.
she left you on red and she never responded.
Damn. Damn.
And then, so we were telling him, like, this girl lives in California. He's, like, probably never gonna see her again. So,
Think she
what
has
he
a boyfriend? I don't know.
yeah,
I'll check
but
right
like,
now.
but like, so what he should just do is he should message her again, like, how long ago? 3 years later, and be like, do you
In
get it,
October, it'll be 3
cool
years.
friend?
Oh fuck, bro.
Like, you got nothing to lose, man.
He
Obviously
said
not.
Just do.
3 likes on the last podcast, and you do it, and we have.
Yeah.
I said I didn't agree to that.
But we did, so there you go.
Well, we said it, yeah.
Y'all did. I didn't agree. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, you need to stop being baby.
Baby.
Stop being baby.
That's baby on baby. Never mind. I feel like I just
Jesus.
got copyrighted. Never mind. There we go, boys. That's how we lose all our money. Money that we didn't even make. Damn. That sucks.
Yeah, it's already
Damn it.
gone. Damn it.
It's all gone.
Stop selling out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Speaking of selling out, that's a good segue to our sponsor today, which is
Jesus Christ, no one.
nobody.
Still no one.
Hookah
Still
Harem.
no one.
Still nobody.
No.
God.
Still
dang.
no one.
We
It's
don't
okay.
have-
We'll get there one day.
One day.
Hey, y'all get there, guys. Y'all will get there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Thanks for the.
As long
thanks
as you're
for
in the
support.
podcast, Kyle.
I know.
Yes, sir.
I know. As long as Kyle's on the podcast, we'll get a shit ton of people, dude. Nike will come up to us like, "Hey guys."
What the fuck?
It's just like, okay, wow, our first sponsor is Nike.
Shit, have you seen us?
What do you
Nah,
mean?
Michael wears those Cortezes all the time anyway, so we're good.
Bro, all they gotta do is
Bro.
get some shoes. I rock those shits every day. Free shoes.
Bro, to be honest, I want to get a pair of Cortezes, to be honest.
No, eat my ass. No, you can't get Cortezes. They're only for cool people.
Don't.
What color did you want your Cortezes?
What's it
Doesn't matter,
called?
you can't have
Red
them.
and white.
I already ordered them for you. They said
Oh.
they'll come in tomorrow.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. You just gotta come to my house and give me, give me a little sucky. Nah, but you say red and black or red and white?
Red and white.
Yeah, those are Cortezes I want to. I'm probably gonna get them next paycheck.
Sure.
Right. So, what are we talking about? What's going on
Raid
right now?
Shadow Legends.
No, I don't
we're
think we
talking
are.
about that.
Oh.
Oh,
Stop.
Future sponsor.
Future sponsor,
Fingers
by
crossed.
the way. Fingers crossed, yeah.
But
We should get Hookah Harem to sponsor us
why would
You
they
think-
sponsor this
yeah.
garbage?
because I know the manager. Maybe
Man.
I know one of the managers. Maybe we can get a sponsor.
It's just like, hey, you want to sponsor us real quick? Just like $2.
just throw us like $5.
Just like
Just throw us a bone.
2 pennies. We have Kyle. Not even, we'll take Kyle for ransom. Like you're
They're
not
like,
getting
"You
Kyle
want us to-"
back until we get
Like,
sponsored.
you want a sponsor? They give us a
Ian's just
tower.
like, you can keep Kyle. It's fine. Oh no.
He's like,
He probably would say that. He probably would.
he'd be like, he could teach you how to make better bowls anyway, because y'all suck at it.
Hey man, I try. What the hell?
Yeah, you don't try hard enough though.
Damn.
Hey, whoa, you stay over there, Christian. Don't tell me
What?
nothing.
Look, why you gotta be like this, man? I thought we were friends.
Because you
Thought
drink
we-
White Claws. That's why I don't even know who
I
you
don't
are.
know. Okay.
Look at this guy drinking
The
White
official
Claws.
stance of the Jebaiters podcast is that if you drink White Claws, please stop listening.
Yes.
go away.
White Claws fucking suck.
Unless that's Kyle's beer of choice, then
Is that your beer of
Which
choice?
which
Kyle?
beer?
White Claw.
Oh, dude, White Claws are my stuff, man. I love that.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I gotta go, guys.
I got
I
places
mean,
I
to
gotta
be.
go
Well,
hang myself or something. I
in
don't
the
know.
defense of White Claw, I will say this. Fucking Kevin brought it all late, and it wasn't cold enough. I'll say that. It was
What are
like
you
all
talking
hostile.
about?
No.
Oh,
What?
you weren't at the other party.
I didn't want to
Isaac
get
brought
some.
White Claw. Isaac brought like 2 cases of White Claw.
Was it
I
cold?
tried them all and they sucked.
were
Yes, they
cold.
were cold.
yeah.
Damn.
Damn it, Kyle. You're the
Yeah.
only exception then, I feel.
No, you're not an exception. I
Just
hate
like
you,
that
Kyle.
song.
Hey, I love you too.
No, you drink White Claws. Don't love me.
You see, I'm like.
No, when it
I'm a
comes
bougie
down to
Mexican.
beer, I will drink anything, honestly.
Don't worry, Kyle.
I mean,
I
yeah,
got shit
I'm
faced
pretty
on
non-picky.
because
There's only like
No.
the only thing I don't like is IPAs.
what the
but-
fuck are IPAs?
IPAs.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind IPAs. They're pretty good. What's his name had them? The knockoff version of Scott. He had
Oh.
IPAs. Shout out Scott, by the way.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Scott.
Scott.
Thank him
Yeah,
for his
Scott.
service.
Shout out to
Thank you
Scott.
for your
Yeah,
service,
thanks,
Scott.
Thank you for your service, Scott. If you are listening, thank you so much for your service, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Scott.
But
Thank you so much,
Brandon
brother.
could eat my ass.
Share it to your other colleagues when they're bored on post. I'm just saying.
You know what? Yeah, just like thank you for your service to any military people that are listening to. Thank you very much. We
Mm.
appreciate it.
Except Brandon.
Except Brandon.
Said Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, did y'all hear about that kid that's getting bullied in Australia?
Yeah,
Just
I
bringing
heard
up
about that.
random thing.
But isn't that fake though?
Who's getting bullied?
I don't know. He doesn't really look fake. It looks
Sebastian?
kind of real.
No, Sebastian. Me. No, like so. There's this thing on Twitter that happened earlier today, and
Is this a picture of Seabass?
it's just a picture of me. No, what happened was like that kid from Australia. They posted a video. Like they said, like at age, he was like a 7 or 8 year old. I was like,
Yeah,
nah, just
he's like a midget with like a weird face. I don't know, and he's getting bullied at school
He's got
basically.
dwarfism.
You got dwarfism. They're called little people, Michael.
He's a midget
Over
basically.
here trying to
and,
be all sad for a guy that's getting bullied, and you're like, yeah, he has a weird face. Like, what the fuck is that?
Who said I was sad? I'm just
Damn,
explaining
bro.
what's happening.
Like, yes, it is.
I'm
a
not sad
very
for the
sad
kid.
thing.
It's called tough love. Toughen up.
he's
Tough
9.
love.
So either
He's 9. I don't care how old he is. Toughen up. Today's
Mister, I'm not sensitive about
nowadays-
anything. I don't have any insecurities.
Oh no, I
Like,
definitely
I have
do.
any
I just don't show 'em.
insecurities?
Do I have any insecurities? A lot, Michael.
My thing is, don't be sensitive like Christian. He's a little bitch.
I've never been sensitive in my entire life.
Okay. Let's pretend like Christian isn't. But my thing is that everybody's so sensitive nowadays. I just don't understand why.
Well, it's pretty simple. Because you're a bitch, Michael.
Because they're baby, just like Christian.
Dude, I am baby.
Baby.
I won't.
Everything
I won't
about
deny
him
that.
is
I know. Have
baby.
you ever seen Christian at the hookah bar? Baby.
I'm
Baby.
baby.
Coming from the one that came hit the hookah, Ray? Shut up.
Hey, I can hit
My
it better
spirit
than
animal
You-
is a
you
white
admitted
girl.
to
I
being
am
baby.
baby.
I am baby.
Hey, whoa. Hey, don't come at the white girl like that, dog. White girl's fire.
Dude, like, you know what I don't get is like how I've been going to the hookah bar with Michael and Alex for so long, and I get Michael is gonna have a higher tolerance than me because Michael smokes a shit ton, or smoked a shit ton at least. But
I'm a crackhead. I smoke a
yeah,
shit
he's a
ton.
crackhead. But like Alex, me and
I'm a
Alex smoke about the same
crackhead.
amount, but yet Alex can hit way harder shit than I can, and I just don't fucking get it. Like, yeah, we've been smoking around the same time. Kyle, explain this shit to me.
Okay, so what do you want me to explain? Which part?
Like the fact that
Why
I
you're so
can,
cute.
Yeah, that and like why I can't hit like the hard shit like Alex can. Like even though we've been smoking around the
So-
same time.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, it has a lot to do with lung capacity as well. So I mean, if
Damn,
you're
baby.
if you're taller, it has a little part to play in it as well. Like I said, lung capacity is a huge key into it. But another thing is, whenever you're smoking and if you take big inhales and you're leaving the smoke inside of your lungs for a little while, then you're definitely going to be able to inhale a lot more strong tobacco, stronger nicotine intake, just because you're holding it in there and you're taking a lot more hits than anyone else. So that's why it takes a little bit of time to adjust and adapt to it, but at the same time, that's why you see people smoking a little bit more than you, or stuff like that.
Okay.
I gotta go into like some deep hardcore fucking training now, dude. Just to fucking
Damn.
just to smoke with Alex, cause Jesus Christ, dude.
So let's
Kyle
say
just
you
said
pass out,
raise a
Kyle,
baby.
at the hookah bar. Are you allowed to come back, or like are you like
If
Are
banned
you
you
if
from
you
it?
pass
allowed
out,
to
like, what
come
do you mean
back?
when you pass out?
Yeah,
Like, if
like
you
you
like
okay.
pass out?
Yeah, like pass out. Like you
Yeah.
just
So I actually have a
boom hit
story
the
about that.
floor.
All right, let's hear it.
So, um,
Is it that one
uh,
time that girl passed out? I was there for that.
I think so. But so there's been several instances of me helping people, whenever they're having blackout like symptoms and stuff like that. But there was this one time where there's this girl that was smoking hookah, but she was smoking from 7 till we closed. So
Damn.
from 7 till about
Damn.
2, so she was smoking a lot that day. And mind you, for everyone that's listening out there, don't worry, hookah does not do this to you. It only does this to you if you don't eat at all throughout the day or you don't drink enough water. Make sure if you are going to smoke hookah to drink a lot of food, eat a lot of food and then
Drink
drink
a
a lot
lot
of
of
water.
food.
And then drink a lot of water, right?
Don't
And
worry,
then
Kyle. I had that same
after
moment.
after that, then you should be good. But so there's this girl that was smoking all day pretty much, and she got to the register, and the first thing she said to me was, "I don't feel so good. I think I might pass out." So
I don't
immediately I
feel so
stopped what I
good.
was
She
doing.
started fading away.
So I stopped what I was doing immediately, and I rushed from the register to her side, and literally like right when I got there, she was falling, and I literally caught her body, and I didn't want her head to hit the floor because we have cement floors, so I didn't want her head to hit it or anything like that, and it'd be much
Yeah.
worse than it already was. So I ended up catching her, and while I caught her midair, I looked at Yoon. I was like, Yoon, grab a chair for me, please. So he quickly grabbed a chair, and we sat her down. And what's gonna get you out of that state, pretty much immediately, is take some Excedrin, take some Advil, um, probably two, right, of Excedrin or two Advil, and then go ahead and eat some cookies or have what we have is a Korean drink. So we call it Korean apple pear. And we just told her to drink that and go ahead and eat some cookies and stuff like that, so we can get some food and then some sugar inside of her system and her body and stuff. And gave it about 3 to 5 minutes, and she was good right after that. So that was probably the most scary of the people that I had to take care of, because if I did not catch her, she would have been pretty hurt pretty badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was wearing a black dress, right?
Black dress, yes.
Yeah, I
Damn,
was there for that one. Yeah, I remember.
damn.
That was about the second time we went to Hookah Harem.
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that one.
Kyle from the
Yeah, it
Nile
was
with the
me,
save.
Alex, and Jaime.
I know. So for everyone out there, if you guys ever need me to save you, trust me, I will be there. Okay?
And you know
Everybody gets
CPR.
one
He's
though.
pretty good at kissing.
Even
Everybody
if
only
you're
gets one save.
even if you're in California, just give us a quick call. We'll send Kyle right
No.
away.
Kyle from the Nile will fly to you. Trust me.
And you could ask him to be your girlfriend.
Oh my god.
You get it? Cool.
Get it, girlfriend?
I'm not gonna lie. That was honestly one of my biggest fears going to the hookah bar, was because when I first found out that you could pass out from that, like, hey, Loki got me kind of worried.
But it's not from the hookah, right? Did you not just hear?
Well, yeah,
No,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying at first. Like, I didn't know this at first. Like, at first, I'm thinking, like, oh, man, it might be the hookah. The hookah's just going to make me pass out, blah, blah. No, like, now, obviously, I know.
That's like smoking weed.
Like, now I know. Like, so I know it's not going to happen. That's why I'm more comfortable now with hookah than, like, as I was then. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to lie. That kind of creeped me out at first. But, like Kyle said, I mean, hey, just eat, drink water. Fuck. Save yourself.
Yeah.
Don't pass out.
Eat,
Yeah, make
drink
sure
water,
you
and
drink a
fun.
lot of food.
Drink a lot
And,
of food. Make sure.
Eat a lot of water. Yeah.
Hey, Sebastian, you recently started a new job.
Oh, Jesus
How's
Christ.
that? How's that going?
How is that going for you, Sebastian?
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Because let's do work stories. Let's
Work
talk about
stories?
how's your life.
I could talk about my SeaWorld stories if you want. I feel
Dude,
like that's a lot
any
better.
work stories you've got. What you got?
Dude, that time where I got out of cleaning period blood off the coaster. That was
Oh no.
How
So
the fuck do
like,
you get period blood on a coaster?
bro, it's
I feel like it's
random.
not that hard.
Like, think about it. A lot of people don't know a lot of girls don't know when their cycle's coming, I guess, and it just happens on the. It was one of those rare occasions where it got
But
onto
doesn't it
the.
attract the sharks?
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
dude, think
you're
about
right.
it. It was on the Great White too, man.
Oh, you're
Fuck.
right.
I knew it
Damn,
was.
she didn't get eaten?
Damn, bro. I don't know how, but she made it out. Um, but no, so like, it was during the summer for sure. I think it was my second season there or first season, second probably.
Hmm.
And um, so like we were running what like two trains, which is basically two coaster, like two like
You're
you
running a
know
train?
no
Jesus.
like
On the
two
bitch with
trains.
period blood? Oh no.
No.
Blood
So like
everywhere.
so we're running two trains. So the first one and second one, first set, second set. So like we can get the line going faster. And all of a sudden like the one of the trains pulls in and that person gets up out of their seat and I'm like hold the doors like hold the gates real quick, man.
You
And
think
he
she
was
knew? Did she know?
I don't think she knew. I could care
Excuse
less,
me,
to be
ma'am.
honest.
Are you stabbed?
What you stabbed it? So no, but like where she sat at, and like since like the Great White's like what's it called? By the way, I don't speak for the branding company for Zero. It's whatever. I don't work there anymore. Um, it was just she got up out of her
What the
seat and
fuck
like
was
where.
that?
No,
Was
I'm
that
just
some kind
saying.
of law shit? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to talk about it for
I,
real?
I just don't want to like cease and assist or like libel, slander, let her come in. Whatever reason. Um,
Wow, that's crazy.
What are they gonna
yeah,
threaten you with? I got nothing.
I got nothing, right? Well, I'm just saying work story. So like where she sat at and where you're sitting at, your crotch sits at. Basically, you put two and two
Wait, is
together.
that how you sit down? Your crotch is there?
Well, think about. Well, I'm just
You
saying it's
can't
like
just be
it's
on
a
your
it's a
knees.
it's a floorless coaster, so like it's not like you're sitting down. You got
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I
so.
know.
I was just like,
It's floorless. How do people stand on it then?
what the fuck?
Oh my god.
So like, um, we
Oh
hold to
my
the gates real
god.
quick, and I got like two other people to clean up. I'm not even an assistant supervisor at the time either. That comes later down the line. Um, I was just like, yo, I'll just clean it real quick. I don't have like the gloves for it right now or anything like that. And they're like, so what's gonna happen? I was like, I'll just entertain the the guests. So I'm telling really bad jokes,
Like,
like
hey,
really
so this
bad
one time I
jokes.
was talking to this girl on Twitter.
No, no,
He
no,
walks
no,
up to
no.
a
I
random
did
girl.
not bring that
You
up
want
at
to be
all.
my girlfriend?
Yeah,
Get it?
girlfriend. No, always like I was just telling you like really bad jokes, like that boomerang joke. Oh wait, it just came back to me type of shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I got so that was like fucking Christian knew that joke and he just like damn it, Seabass, you're so bad.
You're awful. You are a
Yeah.
crime against humanity, Sebastian.
Also told that a frog one how his car got towed. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that
I
was
think I'm
pretty.
just gonna cut this out of the podcast.
Dude, like, or you want to talk about like when I was assistant supervisor and how like shit was all
No,
over the floor?
oh, did you need to continue your story?
No, I was just like that was it.
I
I
was
mean, I have like
I was joking.
uh
We need good stories. Come on, Ray. Tell us some
What?
stories.
Uh,
Tell
Oh
us
yeah,
about
tell us
those
some of the Taco
dumbasses
Bell stories.
that took us an hour or took them an hour to put up insulation.
what?
long story, long story.
That's a long story. That's like another whole podcast in
That's a whole
itself.
nother podcast within itself. We got Kyle here.
You know,
so
it's
I
really
mean,
not that long.
It's an hour long.
It's an
Shout out
hour
Isaac, by
long.
the way.
We're just gonna be shit talking Isaac the entire time. So Isaac, if you're listening, keep listening.
Keep listening. I'm trying to remember like any type of work story, honestly, for like Zero.
What
I
about okay?
know.
You just
What's
got
up?
you got your new job. Anything so far? How you finding it?
Just people wanting parts for their tools, and we don't sell parts for their tools. We just sell the whole tool itself, man. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
They get upsetty, and it's just like I don't know what to tell you, man. Or like
Well,
I have this project for my gate, and I need the thing that goes into this thing, but I don't have a picture for it. I'm like, okay, I just like, how can I help you out then? You know?
yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about. But for the people that don't know, that aren't part of our inner group, what do you do? What do you work at? You just said they want
Oh
parts.
well, okay. So I work at Lowe's. It's good so far. Like, like the work environment, all that jazz. It's just some customers don't really understand like what they're getting themselves into for a project, I guess, or like necessarily need the material, like what materials they need for their project per se. Like I just work in tools and hardware, pretty much it. So whatever hardware you need for your project, that's cool. Whatever tools you need for you're gonna be using on a daily basis or not, I got you. I mostly
Mhm.
work in like no mechanic tools to be honest. So like impacts, socket drives and all that jazz. That's mostly my forte. But um, yeah, I just get like a bunch of people who like want like the big ticket items. So like an air compressor, which is which is something I don't feel like bringing down, but I have to. I think that's just like what annoys me the most is like they get something and then they return it like within an hour and it wasn't even open. I'm like, well, then what'd you get it for then? Because I had to put it back up on the top stock, which is like literally like what, Christian, like a good like 30, 40 feet in the air.
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
20
that's.
feet
It
at most.
what's like 20 feet in the air or what?
At most.
20 feet in the air? I feel
Yeah.
if I feel like it's a lot bigger than that, but
It takes like
whatever.
it feels like it takes that long to get up there, but no, it's only like 20 feet.
It's
Yeah,
like 40 feet, dude. What the fuck are you going up?
and if you
What
don't know what
level
an
are
air
you at?
Where are you
where
working?
am I at, right? And for those of you who don't know like what an air compressor is, just imagine like a big commercial air compressor that's just used for like,
They don't know what an
airing
air
up
compressor
tires.
is. Why are you telling them
Wait,
a commercial air compressor?
wait,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just
For those of
saying
you
like
that don't know what an air compressor is, just imagine an air compressor.
or like look up, just imagine one, right? Yeah, like oh man. That 150 psi air compressor looks pretty good right now. I don't think I'm gonna use it though. I'll still get it though. That's how customers are. I swear, bro.
uh,
Uh, but
Yeah,
okay, well, like just look up what an air compressor looks like, to be honest, and you get what I'm saying.
Sebastian, I feel like you've lost your string. You
I
lost your
lost my
train of
string.
thought.
I did
yeah.
lose my train of thought, low
So,
key, real
okay,
quick.
what Sebastian is saying, let me translate for this guy, is a lot of times customers come in and they really don't know what they're looking for. They just know they need something. Like, let's say for me in my department, I work in the same store as Sebastian. I work in the seasonal department. So I'll be selling like lawnmowers, chainsaws, a bunch of power equipment, a bunch of lawn furniture, and a bunch of like chemicals for your lawn and stuff. But people will just come in and they're like, "Oh, I need a new, I don't know, a new blade for my lawnmower, right?" I'm like, "Okay. Just what do you know about your lawnmower? What size is it?" They're like, "Oh, I don't know." Okay, what brand is it? I don't know. What what color is it? That even that can help me out. I don't know. Well, how am I supposed to help you? I have literally nothing to go on besides you just need a blade. I can show you where they are, but that's all I can do.
Oh, bro, you know what I just thought about?
Hmm.
Fuck, I left O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember this one cute girl I helped out with a fucking battery. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I think you
Dude, no
told us about
lie.
that.
I did tell you about that, right?
Yeah.
I was so stupid. My pants got ruined that day too.
Did you
And
ask her
the
to be your
fucking worst.
girlfriend?
No,
Wait.
fuck.
Ew, Sebastian, you just looked at a girl and your pants got ruined?
No,
It's
no, no,
pretty,
no, no, no.
pretty,
Damn, y'all
pretty
putting two and
gross.
two together real quick, and no, that's not what happened.
That's Sebastian
Um,
Control it, dude.
Yeah,
Gee,
man.
okay, so like I was wearing my distressed jeans, so which is like like really light jeans, and whatever Vans I had on that day, and she said I need a new battery. I was like, okay, so I check up like her whole starting system, starter, alternator, battery. Battery's bad. She's like,
Hmm.
okay, I'll just get a new one. I was like, all right, cool. So sold her the new one. I told her I can install it, take out the old one. Is pretty much it. What the trouble was of like throughout the whole process of like taking out and putting the new battery in was like the bracket where it holds down the battery at
Is Michael
is like
snoring?
I think so, or it might be G sneezing. I don't know.
Sorry, I sneezed.
Okay, bless you, friend.
Bless you.
Um, so I was trying to take out that that fucking bracket, and then y'all know how y'all shit post on me here like every day. I got shit posted on at fucking work by my coworkers because they knew it was so slow, and I was helping out with the battery for a fucking cute girl, and they just saw the opportunity, fucking took it. Mind you, I was talking to her while I was like installing. taking out and installing the battery, and the bracket wasn't cooperating with me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Did you get the
oh my
number?
god. No, I didn't. That's the fucking worst part about this shit, dude.
The one
And
thing
my
that you
oh
should have
no,
been going for.
actually, that's the second worst. Oh, the second worst one is like it was a Jeep, fucking Wrangler, and like the tires are so close to the battery, like I have to reach up on top of it, and like my fucking jeans were like touching the tire the whole time, and that's how I got like them all like dirty and shit. I'm like, motherfucker. So I got shit posted. I didn't get the number, and my jeans were ruined that day. During that
Damn.
day,
Your jeans got a little
Damn, it's
dirty and
tough.
you're upset.
bro. You know how hard that shit was to get off, dude? Cause that happened like around like 6 o'clock. Mind you, it was during the summer, dude, and it all was fucking boiling and shit, dude.
Damn, you're wearing your nicest pair of jeans to work.
Dude,
Amateur
I
hour.
didn't think it was gonna
Amateur.
happen. I did not think that was gonna happen. I thought I would just had to be selling parts for the day, and that's pretty much it. Not go outside one bit, but everybody needs someone to go outside for some bullshit reason. Oh, you know what too, dude? I will. You know how like we talk about shit posts on drivers in Texas and San Antonio too a lot?
Mhm.
Dude, no lie, a fucking car came in. This guy who packed in 5 people in a two-door car, which is unsafe in itself, my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And it was fucking dirty as shit. Like I had to go into the car. I was like, dude, there's a fucking dirty sock there. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Have you seen Kevin's car?
Okay,
Yeah.
Kevin's car, yeah. But like, this is like a
Kevin
fucking
is
90
something.
something Oldsmobile Solera, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I said Solera, that's Toyota, but it was a coupe, two-door. So they asked for a freaking scanner. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Like, there's an old stock I have to go nearby, and the tags were out by 2 years. It was 29, have still not been renewed, bro. I was like, dude, how are these not getting caught at all? That was the thing.
At least it wasn't a 2011.
Who had the 2011 one?
A 2011 sticker. But imagine. Just imagine someone driving a car in 2020 with a 2011 sticker on it. Dude, what
You
a
seen
nightmare.
that before? That's fucking crazy,
No,
bro.
not that I've seen that before. I'm just saying, imagine.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. The
I
worst
don't
one
know
was
what
that one
Ray's
right
talking
there.
about.
Like the tags, the registration stickers on your like your driver's side, Christian.
Wait, what about it? Yeah.
Yeah, like he's just saying, well,
Oh no, yeah, I know. I know what he's talking about. I'm just like, I thought he was
uh,
referencing something.
I thought he
Well, I
was
mean,
too.
I did see a meme, something like that, like where a dude was driving and he had like a 2012 fucking sticker on his car, and like I just saw this like a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "Damn, he still hasn't like got an inspection done."
I mean, it's worked for him this far.
Yeah.
Might as well keep going, I guess. I don't get that.
Well, well, we've already been
I feel
doing
like
this
we've-
for about an hour,
It's all-
and
It's been an hour. Yeah.
so
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think it is probably about that time that we call this podcast episode 6. Put it in the books, let it go to rest, do its thing.
I like how we were gonna do everyone's work stories, but we just ended up roasting Sebastian again.
Yeah.
That's
Usually.
that's the easiest
That's-
thing.
Because
to do.
Sebastian
That's the
gives us the
go-to.
material.
That's the best go-to apparently.
I mean, okay, no offense, Sebastian.
What's
you
up?
just make it so easy.
Bro,
Yeah.
I haven't even dude, now I just thought about another one. Fucking SeaWorld girl, dude. Shit, left me on
Alright,
fucking
boys.
hang, bro. That's
If y'all
next
can
one
give
if y'all
us-
want.
Let's say 5 likes. Well, actually, no. You know what? For free. Next episode, we have Sebastian. He's gonna tell
What
us
the
about
fuck?
SeaWorld girl.
For free.
You know, I feel
We're
like
gonna-
we should all just do like a work stories podcast. I know we had Kyle on here.
Honestly,
We could have done like, obviously we talked about his work. We could have talked about everyone's work. But you know what?
I mean,
next
that's
time,
true.
Every
It's
single
Kyle.
job I've
Kyle,
ever been
Kyle's
to.
more interesting than all of us. So I mean,
Kyle.
Yeah.
You know what?
He is from the Nile.
That's
Oh,
true.
shit.
Exactly. But
Damn, you know what they say, Sebastian? Great minds think alike. So you must have gotten lucky that time.
Damn. Oh, there goes
So,
Michael for some reason.
anyway, yeah. So like I said, I think it is about time that we wrap it up. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, and if for anybody want to plug in their stuff, anything new going on with anybody's lives that they want to put
Whoa.
out there.
Hopefully when my return hits, best believe YouTube's gonna be starting up, bro. Like I have videos, but I'm just saying like revamp. There we go.
You're gonna revamp your YouTube.
Yes, sir.
I don't really have anything new besides, got the YouTube channel, got the Twitch channel. I don't know. Look up my
Dude, we should do
SoundCloud. I don't
Pokemon
have
battles.
I don't have a SoundCloud, but if I had one, I would
Just
say
look
look
it
at
up.
it.
Ray
Yeah,
does
look it
have a
up.
SoundCloud, by the way. I don't know why
Ray
he
does
doesn't
have a
plug it in.
SoundCloud.
I
He's a
do.
SoundCloud rapper, but
I,
he's
unfortunately,
good. He's actually good.
questionable. But yeah. What about you, Kyle? Anything that you want to add on? Like anything going on with you? Anything you
No,
want
honestly,
to plug
just
in?
thank you guys for having me on the podcast. I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you for being
And
here, my
Thank
friend.
you for being here.
Like,
You did come
About
from the
time.
Nile.
Kyle from the Nile,
one last
out,
thing
baby.
before we
I
say
think we could
anything,
just like drop his Insta, I guess.
earlier, like when
Oh yeah,
Kyle.
his Insta.
Oh yeah, we can
just
drop
put
his
his
Insta.
Insta.
I'll make sure to link it down below. But just like earlier when Kyle was saying that how he likes to get involved with his customers and talk to them and kind of get to know more about them personally. Just take this as an example. Look at this. Kyle is just like a guy who works over there, and yet here he is on our podcast with us. We were just his customers. Now he's over here doing this with us, and it's like that should just speak for itself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So any of our viewers, like I said before, actually before I end this off, G, did you want to plug in anything that
Nah, I'm good.
You're good. All right.
Nah, I'm good.
So
homie.
yeah, so any of our
I'll
viewers that are in
go.
the San Antonio area and y'all do go to Hookah Harem, if you ever see us, just say what's up. We willing to meet some of y'all, talk, like hang out with y'all, whatever. If not,
Yeah.
if you do live in the San Antonio area and you have not gone to Hookah Harem, do yourself a favor, go there, tell them the Michael sent y'all, become a part of the Hookah family. Let's be real, the Harem family. Let's just make it a thing.
The thing.
Let them know that the Michael sent you, and you'll get nothing off. But they'll treat you like family, even more so than usual.
Exactly.
How will they know what we look like though?
Exactly.
Well, they'll just say, "Hey, the Michael sent us here." That's all they gotta do.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
If you have been to Hookah Harem and you want to say hi to us, but y'all just don't know which people we are, we're I don't know how to explain us. We're just like a bunch of dudes.
Just a few Mexicans, and you got one like
And
collected Mexican,
and one black dude.
and then
Yeah,
Well, there's a lot of groups like that.
you got one dude who has a big beard, which is me. You have
that looks like
another
pubes.
dude, Sebastian. You better shut the fuck up. I'm trying to be fucking nice to you right now, but you're making it fucking hard for me.
Get her. Get her.
Anyway, but so
Gotta
you got
take
a
it,
guy
bro.
who has a big beard, which is me. You got a big dude, named Michael, and
Cholo.
he's pretty much our cholo. So if you see him, just you'll see us there. But other than that, I want to be sure to just wish everybody a great day, have a great week, and we'll
Wow.
see you
You
on
got
the next.
you two are the whole group.
Anyway, like I was saying, want to make sure to wish everybody a great day, have a great week. Once again, thanks to Kyle for being here with us. It's greatly appreciated to have you on with us right here.
Likewise, brother.
Nile.
But other than that, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So Jebaiters out.
Later.
Probably shouldn't end it like that, huh? That sounds kind of
Invaders
weird.
out.
Lele.
Jebaiters
You
out.
know what?
We should
gotta
do
come up
Kevin's
with a
thing.
sign off
We
because
can just do Kevin's thing. Lele.